This pitcher has just pulled off one of the toughest feats in sports. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Hope your weekend's going well. Time for Saturday night baseball from Tropicana Field. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle. Next on MLB Network. Charlie Morton, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Boy, Charlie Morton has really made a name for himself. Big arm and a big fastball. Good sinking fastball, too. 95 to 98 miles an hour. Big overhand curveball. He's very valuable, too.
In now is Adam Eaton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Rays, the designated hitter, Adam Eaton.
Here comes the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come off another loss last time out. And, in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming on for it is Hicks, but he won't get there. It falls in. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Joey Wendell.
He's set. Here it comes. Chopped to third. Tough to get to. Torres at the bag. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. Ready now, Tommy Pham. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
It's felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Here it comes, 0-2. Hit out towards second. Torres picks it up to second for one. On to Voit, an inning-ending double play. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. So striding in, Jed Jerko. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games.
Jed Jerko.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On the ground to second for Torres. He's right there. And a good throw gets him one gone.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And when you focus on the numbers, this starting pitcher leads the American League in strikeouts. When I had a big punch-out guy on the mound, I always tell myself I have to stay in. I have to stay engaged mentally in this one. I have to watch what the catcher's putting down. I have to go through my pre-pitch routine and stay on my toes, because at any moment, that big ball could be coming your way.
The right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Bottom of the second here with no score. Popped him up. Voit is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. At the plate, Willie Adames comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Shortstop, Willie Adames.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. 2 out, nobody on. Anthony isn't considered by many to be a power pitcher. He doesn't strike out a ton of guys, but he's usually very effective as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that uses his defense and makes the... And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More from MLB Network. Saturday Baseball after this. Now batting, Matt Duffy. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Third baseman, Matt Duffy.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll watch the slurve that falls in for strike one. Got him. The slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Batting eighth.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier.
Kevin.
As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The windup and the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Fouled off. And he'll step off. Ready with another 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Now he'll step off. Another 0-2 home. Stays alive, still 0-2.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Here's the 0-2. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. And that's the second out. Now at the plate, Mike Zunino. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch in.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Adam Eaton. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Adam Eaton.
First pitch on its way. Slow roller down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. One. First. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Riding in once again, Joey Wendell, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around.
Wendell.
First offering on its way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Stanton has a read on it. 2 gone. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next it'll be the outfielder Tommy Pham. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Down in order go the Rays. It remains 1-0. Here's Jed Jerko now. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Here it comes. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. Is at the knees and called strike 3. A little bit over halfway home tonight. Bottom of the 5th as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. So here is Avisail Garcia. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Hit on the ground out to short. And there are 2 away now. A little bit over halfway home tonight. Bottom of the 5th as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Into the box, Willie Adames. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. The next 0-2. Hit out towards second. Torres brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Rays go in order, 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Striding in, Matt Duffy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The third baseman, Matt Duffy.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a bouncing ball, foul. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
Hit on the ground toward the left. To his left, Sano. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Digging in now, Kevin Kiermaier comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Kevin Kiermaier.
And a step off. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed, 0-1.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Gregorius has to be quick. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
The batter,
in
number
now,
2,
Adam Eaton.
designated
As he
hitter,
looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Oh, he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Hicks is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Tampa. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ready once again, Joey Wendell. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
A high fastball is in there. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Left fielder,
Up next for the Rays, Tommy Pham. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Lifted in the air toward the line in right. And foul. Here's another 0-2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
Here's Jed Jerko now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error in the ball game for Tampa Bay. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. They're down 1-0. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Avisail
And
Garcia.
for the
He'll lead
Rays,
things off here in this
the right
one-run
fielder,
contest.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up. He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Swing and a miss on the slurve that time. It's 1-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff men on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Stepping into the box, Willie Adames. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Popped him up. Sanchez waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Now at the plate, Matt Duffy. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
The third baseman, Matt Duffy.
First pitch coming. Here it is. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is fouled. Trying to send him packing for the second time. This is foul right side. Another 0-2 coming. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Stanton is right there, and that will retire the side. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They still trail 1-0. Leading off the inning, Kevin Kiermaier. And they'll need him to get something going here.
The center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Now the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Now another 0-2. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one. Grounded down the third baseline. And there's one away. Here now is Mike Zunino. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. One out, nobody on. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the fourth time he struck out, and we're only in the second game of this series.
Ready for another shot now. Adam Eaton. He's their last shot
Now
here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, and they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Swinging a shot back up the middle, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts.
Joey Wendell.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Torres over to his left, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The New York Yankees took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Tyler Anthony wins his third of the season, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Our final line score tonight.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.
A great start to the weekend here as we've got
And now,
baseball from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx.
2020
Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Tyler Anthony will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
It's pretty easy to see why this guy is one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. He has a ridiculously good whip. How about under .5 on the season? Do you have any idea how hard that is to do that? He's nearly impossible to reach base on. He doesn't walk hardly anybody, and he's awfully tough to get a hit off of. One of the best pitchers in the game of baseball.
Stepping in, Juan Castillo, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
A cool 47 degrees tonight at first pitch. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A high fastball is in there. The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Gregorius is there. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today, and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Here's Chris Owings now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Chris 0.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, 0-1. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Swing and a miss. Got him with the slurve there. 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Popped up. Torres has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So a fairly painless top of the first. Orioles nothing. Yankees coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Here's Mark Trumbo now, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Mark Trumbo.
First pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. The 0-1 on its way. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Another 0-2 home. Got him. The slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's focus on Giancarlo Stanton right now. Looks like he's chiseled out of stone out there. The outfielder, I know he has light tower power, but he's also helpful on the defensive side and possesses a strong arm in the outfield.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the power-hitting outfielder Trey Mancini. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Mancini, a native Floridian. He was an 8th-round selection back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Here comes another 0-2. And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Stepping in now, DJ Stewart.
The right fielder.
As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Right over the top of that one, as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. On now to the bottom of the second. And we are tied 0-0. Striding into the box, Russell Hitchcock. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Russell Hitchcock.
Here comes the first pitch. In there at the letters 0-1. Hitchcock makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he just picked him apart in that at-bat as he's gone on 3 pitches, 1 away. And here's Renato Nunez. It was an 0-for-4 effort for him in Wednesday's ball game.
Renato Nunez.
First pitch on its way. Fouled off. Third inning, no score to this point. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
The catcher.
And that'll bring up Carlos Perez. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
0-1's the count. Oh, man. He's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Down the third baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. We've played 2.5. No score on the show. Digging in for his second at-bat, Juan Castillo. 0-for-1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
1 out now in the Orioles' 4th, and next to bat it'll be Chris Owings.
Chris Owings.
The pitch. And a little behind on the fastball there as he pokes it foul. It's strike 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Weak to the mound. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. Coming to the plate now, Adam Frazier. This guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here comes the first pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Mark Trumbo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count, find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
And the Orioles have their first hit of the game.
Hey, D-Row, it's about time they finally break through. We're into the 5th inning, and that's just their first hit of this game.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a pitcher's delight out there, but I'm an offensive guy. I want to see some balls moved into the gap. First knock, hopefully this is the start of many.
The batter.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And he fouls this one off. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 0-2 delivery, and he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Now batting.
Standing in now, DJ Stewart, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 0-1 pitch. Slurve, and he jumps ahead here 0-2. Trumbo stands at first with 1 out. Hit back up the middle. Gregorius to his left. He's there for it. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 5 innings have been no problem as he's got the shutout working. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 1 and the Orioles nothing. Stepping up now, Russell Hitchcock. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First delivery to him on the way. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Pitch is popped up. And there's out number 1. In now, Renato Nunez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Renato Nunez.
Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Just off the end of the bat. It's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
So striding forward now, Carlos Perez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Aguirre is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready for another chance, Juan Castillo. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. Line, but speared on a hop. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Digging in, Chris Owings. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Owings.
Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Well, he got the leadoff guy in inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. So digging in now, Adam Frazier. 0-2 for him to this point.
Second baseman, Adam Frazier.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
2 out, nobody on. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. So he keeps rolling right along. Make it 7 shutout innings now. 7th inning stretch time now here in the Bronx. It's the Yankees 2 and the Orioles nothing. Next will be the designated hitter, Mark Trumbo. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. And it's fouled away. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Trey Mancini. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team.
Mancini.
First offering on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Trey Mancini goes down for out number 2 in the top half. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Now batting.
Into the box, DJ Stewart. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate. Good command of the off-speed pitches. Very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. He's through 8 with the shutout intact. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Yankees lead it 2-0. Ready now for Baltimore. Russell Hitchcock. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Russell Hitchcock.
On its way is pitch number 75. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west. Not the case anymore.
Fouled off. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. The 1-2. Still 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Russell Hitchcock becomes the first out of the inning.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Renato Nunez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
At the plate, Carlos Perez. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. In there, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, not many pitchers can brag about throwing a one-hit complete game, so hats off for him. But as a pitcher, I know he's going to wonder, like, what might have been. So close to a no-hitter, but it wasn't meant to be. That's baseball for you.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Yanks took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Tyler Anthony with his fourth win this season as he tosses a complete game one-hitter. Alex Cobb pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.